kind of a rough night last night. Feel a bit rough. It started raining about 4 o'clock in the morning. Still raining now. Tent's hung in there. Great. Really very waterproof. There's no water inside the tent, so that's fantastic. My attempts to change this this bug net, there's a couple of benefits to this tent. I mean, it's got a huge awning area. It's a really big tent for a one-person tent. But the inner tent, the mosquito tent, is so small, and it's almost like it's the wrong design. So you can see how close it is to me here, you know, and that's fully up. That's not going to go any higher than it currently is. So I might give it another go trying to figure out what's going on here. But you can only sleep in a certain position. I'm 5'11", 225 pounds. No, biggish guy, but it's a little tight for me. So, but as I said, the benefits are the awning is massive. You can store anything you like in there. I'm going to be able to make a cup of coffee in there and cook. But the tightness, I don't know. I like my Lanchan 2 a lot better, which is a lot more roomy inside and is about the same weight. So anyway, so as you can hear, it's pouring down rain. I'm going to wait. I don't know what time the rain's supposed to stop. I'm going to try and get some weather coverage here. Obviously, phone reception's a bit sketchy out here in the deep woods. But yeah, so had a fire last night, and they have wood here, and managed to get some wood. A wood service, so got some wood for the fire. Managed to get the fire going a single match, which is Dave the fireman. So anyway, in the night there was no owls or coyotes. There was a very strange sound about 2:30 this morning. I don't know, it sounded like metallic or something. I don't know what was going on, but some off in the distance, so I don't know. But did get a freebie. I did get a free. It was funny, a chap asked me for my directions last night as I was wandering into camp, and unfortunately I gave him the wrong directions. But I think he took pity on me, because he drove back round, and he looked at me and looked out the window. He says, "Hey, how far you walked?" I said, "Oh, about 12 miles. He says, "Would you like an ice cold beer?" So he handed me an ice cold beer. So I must have looked a bit bedraggled, but and I was a bit bedraggled. But it was kind of cool. The generosity of people was great. And then 2 young fellas who were fishing down there. I mean, they were just kids, in their little beat-up truck, and they said, "Do you want some water? We don't want to take it home." So they gave me some free bottled water, and then they drove my wood back to my campsite on the back of their truck. So that was really cool. As I said, some really nice people out here, and in the States. So, and you get to meet them. But there was a guy fishing down just as I was crossing the suspension bridge. I've got a little video of that. Really cool. He caught a really decent trout, and then just as I left, he had another one on. So he was really doing well. He was really banging them out. So I'm going to try and do some fishing today. Hopefully I'll catch a few. But we'll have to wait and see about that, you know. So depends what the weather's going to do. As I said, I'm going to try and find out when this weather's supposed to break, because I don't want to get wet myself. So I might try and get out quickly and just go to the toilet, but I don't want to be breaking down camp in this pouring rain. So okay, checking out. Talk to you later.
Trail from from Seaton Creek Campground. It's been a pretty good night there. They have wood for sale for fires, so that's $7 a bundle. You're probably going to need two, and $18 for the campsite. It's a bit of a trek from the trailhead, 1.4 miles, but I think it was worth it. They've got nice toilets. They've got two brand new toilet block built, and they've got a water station there, and hand pump. It's pretty nice water. So it's just actually on to the left as you come out from the trail, which I had to walk all the way around the campsite. Of course, it was the last place I looked. So I had campsite number 2, which seemed pretty good. There was a clear spot above me. There was a few dead branches around, but they weren't in my direct fall line. So, you know, it wasn't windy at all last night, so just a bit wet. On the Manistee River Trail side, the trail is marked by this blue diamond, or sometimes a blue square. I've seen a couple of blue squares, but mainly this blue diamond. So it's kind of confusing because other places they mark it with a white stripe. So this is the spot I'm going to get my water. You can see it's pretty shallow. So I want to get a bunch of water first, make sure I've got that, and then I'm going to go fishing here. This looks very trouty, so I'm going to give it a throw. This is my campsite. Nature Hike Spire. Still, jury's still out on it. It may be a little bit pitched. Just went down to the river and gathered 4 litres or more of water. So that should do me tonight. And campsite 3B on the Manistee Trail. It's a rustic campsite. This is the view from the end of the trail. Isn't it glorious? Just went down there and caught a very small rainbow trout on a spinner. That was really cool. This is my new telescoping rod after breaking one. So, Trout Boy Black Warrior. It's actually pretty good. Packs up in a really little bag, so that's really good. I've got a tiny little wheel here. Yeah, starting out, beautiful morning. It's like 65 degrees. Supposed to get up to like 76. Yeah, so it's supposed to get up to 76 this morning or this afternoon. It's like 8:40 now, so I should be back at the car around 11:30, I would think. It's 5 miles out, so take a few breaks, and I'll fill up with water at one spot as well. So there's a couple of streams down here, so I'll show you some of the trail anyway. It's just a beautiful morning. I'm coming over a bridge on one of the creek crossings here. Oh man, gotta be some trout in there. Anyway, looks like a brand new bridge. Well, no, it can't be that brand new, but maybe brand new fence posts on it. Handrails. And then there's a climb. Off from the car park down at sites 5 and 6. I think it's Sleagle Creek Road or something, or Slagle Creek Road. But anyway, once you're above that climb, you're into this beautiful mixed deciduous and pine forest, and just gorgeous. And you could just be anywhere. So just doves hooting and stuff off in the distance. I did hear two owls last night. The classic whoop whoop woo owl, and I think it was a barn owl which was screeching. I don't know what the other owl, maybe that's a horn-eared owl or something. Anyway, I'll have to check that out when I get back home. So, but it was good to hear the owls. I normally hear some. It's a beautiful day for a hike. It's supposed to get up to 76 today. That's mid-20s, I suppose, in English money. So, yeah, gorgeous. Pack's feeling better. Bit of weight out of it now. I'm going to stop in under 3/4 of a mile, take a break. That'll be 2 mile in, and guzzle some water. So I've got a refill farther down here. The ever new bag that I bought for my Sawyer Mini, the ever new bag's working great. It feels so much easier than the standard bag that you get with the Sawyer water filter, and it's 2 litres. You can get it full to about 1.5 litres, but still, that's one journey less. So this is the bridge at Cedar Creek. This is where I'm going to get some water. It's 1.8 miles, so, and it is as beautiful as it looks. Just the mist coming off we're in a little valley here. Actually, the 2 guys that I was camping with last night just passed me, so they were on the way on a different route. They're going to go back to the Red Bridge car park and go back up on the NCT. Of course, they were going at full speed, so because they're young kids. So, but no, I'm soaking this all in. This is just fantastic. Look at that. Just gorgeous. So coming into Red Bridge, end of the trail. I've made friends with a couple behind me, Alex and Sarah. So it's a pretty busy day. Hi there. Pretty busy day.